Konnichiwa, this is Anita Sarkeesian. You're watching PokeCast, and welcome to Feminist Attack Grand Theft Auto 5. So what am I talking about? Is that happening here? Well, constantly it happens, thanks to Anita. But what I'm talking about is I just watched a couple videos from various channels talking about how in Australia, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been pulled from all Targets and Kmarts because the feminists have plagiarized themselves in a petition to have it removed. Basically, what has happened is that you had all these women who were sex slaves or prostitutes or anything that deals with giving them bodies to men or women, decided to come together because they disagreed with Grand Theft Auto, but they go to the extreme in saying that Grand Theft Auto is a women beater simulator to the extreme, and everybody knows that that's not true. Frankly, the men are the ones that get beaten up so badly that it's insane. Yes, it is true, you could sleep with a whore, then you can kill the whore and get your money back in the game. Whoop-de-doo, Basil! So that's been around for a while. It is literally 1% of the game. 1%. Trust me, I got a slew of games over here that I'm going to make a point real quick showing off how I can do that to any game from any era of gaming. Super easy. But these women went out of the way to do that. And the sad thing about it is that they got away with it. Now, when I was listening to Rich on Review Tech USA, he was saying that people have gone out of their way to make other petitions to basically slap these idiots in the face. Such as, you can no longer sell the Bible because of all the violent things that happen in the Bible. I mean, look at this. If you were this is what could be done to you. This could be done to you. This. And then they're talking other games. My favorite one that he mentioned was the Super Mario one, where people are accusing Mario of brutally killing mass quantities of imaginary flowers and wildlife. I'm not making this up. Someone actually went all their way to, pinpoint what was in Mario Brothers to the extreme. Okay, so let me show you some of the games that I have right here and a comic book. I'll see if I can get this done quickly to show the point of how easy it is to make up one of these petitions just because you don't like something in the game. Now, I am going to start off at the top with a PS3 game. Now, a lot of these will have the exact same thing because, well, it's easier to have the exact same thing, and this is exactly what the women are going to complain about anyways. What I should call this the Anita Way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just type in Anita, you'll find her, she hates video games and all that, and I know I'm out of love, and she's awesome, you don't know what you're talking about, and it's like, well, actually I do, because since she fraudulates all of her videos by, her most famous one is, I think, is her Hitman one, where she kills the women NPCs, and then purposely starts dragging them around, showing how violent and how you can only kill women in this game, and then dragging their bodies around, and it's like, that is not the point of the game whatsoever. The point of the game is you go and you find a guy, you kill the guy, you adorn his attire, because I don't think you want to see the agent wearing a bikini trying to seduce a man. I think I'm going to be sick. But anyway, well, you know what I'm saying. So this is the Anita Way on how to find games that are against women in the slightest bit. That way all of these feminazis in Australia could use all this to try and get these games banned as well because, well, they're stupid enough to actually think that that is a reason. Okay. A PS3 game. Wet. In Wet, you play as this beautiful assassin. Well, mercenary, but let's forget about that part. Let's move on. This game allows you to use swords, guns, and all that, and you're trying to kill all these guys. All these men now are targeting this poor, defenseless woman. Can you believe that? A game that's actually made that the woman is the sole target of the entire game, therefore only men attack and try to kill her. Therefore, this game should be banned. Moving on, I'll try to get through these as quickly as I can to make the video as small as I can. PlayStation 2, Fatal Frame 2. In this game, you can play as a woman. And you have to put up with ghosts, spiritual things, and demonic things that are all out to kill you, because you are going to fulfill a prophecy, therefore making you a sacrifice. This game should be banned. Alright, moving on to GameCube. Resident Evil Remastered Edition. In this game you play as a lovely cop who happens to have the worst day of her life. Now she has monsters, zombies, mutated humans, but they're all men. Because we can't have a single female. Okay, it's a spider. No, I can't also mention that. That's not true. No, this suck or anything else that's female in the game. Only men attack her. Only male creatures attack her in this game. Therefore, because she is this poor, helpless, defenseless woman, should be pulled off the shelf. Next down the line, we're going to move over to PSP. The Third Birthday. In this game, you're going to play as a woman who is going to be attacked by creatures and men, therefore making this game against women. Because this woman has to be attacked by men and creatures, and she's the only one who actually has to die in the game. Alright, moving on to the DS. Resident Evil on the DS too, but isn't that a kid's system? This game should be removed from the shelves because it's on a kid's system and it's rated M! And same thing, woman going in there, she's the only target of all these monsters and all that, and blah 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 blah. It's against women, it should be fall off the shelf. Now moving on to PlayStation 1, Dino Crisis 2. In this game, okay, let's see. I should do 100% the Anita Way and forget all about the male characters in the game. Yeah, let's do that. I think that'll be funny. Okay, in this game, you're going to play as a woman. That's right, only a woman. She will be attacked by dinosaurs. But the strange thing is, only male dinosaurs. We know this for a fact because they are male dinosaurs. And therefore, it makes more sense that male dinosaurs and all of the persons in this game that are male are attacking this poor, defenseless woman because she has to die. Therefore, making this game against women. Moving on! We now go to Nintendo 64. What game is more offensive to all gamers? Yeah, we already knew that. But moving on to the game that's against women. In this game, you can play as an agent who is a woman and has to fight against tons and tons of male men that are out to kill her because she is an agent. And then she also has to fight against aliens that decide that only women on the face of Earth are dangerous. Yes, this game is against women. Alright, next one after that. Going down even lower, Game Boy Advance. Well, yeah, technically it's the NES, but still. Metroid. You can play as a woman in a super suit. She goes around the galaxy trying to save the galaxy. And guess what? All the aliens in the entire universe against one woman. Therefore making this game against women because it's only an entire universe out to kill this poor, defenseless woman. And all the creatures in the game are male. We know this because it makes more sense that there would be males trying to kill a woman. Moving even lower to Game Boy Color. Pokemon Gold. In this game, you can only be a guy, and every other person in the game, including the Pokemon that you don't own, are women. Because that way you can embarrass all the girls in the game, including since you receive your Pokédex from a woman, and you actually receive the only male Pokemon in the entire game, that way all your Pokemon are men as well, get to embarrass every female in the game. All gym leaders are female, all the Pokemon in the wild are female until you catch them, and then all this, therefore making this game against women, because that's the Anita Way. We know this for a fact. I did all my research and I know for 100% that this game only has women in it, except for the main character. Therefore, a man is brutally going around and embarrassing all women. Therefore, this game is against women. Moving on to even lower. This right here is Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. In this game, you get to play as a guy with a gun running around and killing female dinosaurs. That's right, the only dinosaurs in this game are all female, and yet they have a male running around with a gun killing all these females. Can you believe the evil, patriarchal concept of this game? What are they teaching our kids? I can't believe this game came out, and all the Jurassic Park games from therefore on are the exact same thing. We need to have them all pulled off the shelf because it is pure evilness. This game against women. Then Anita Way. Going even lower. I know, I'm fishing, but hey, that's what people do. Especially these idiots, feminazis, that don't play games. Yes, I am holding an Atari 2600 game. This is Freeway. Now, why would I have this game? Well, Freeway has you play as a chicken, trying to cross the road. This chicken happens to be a hen, which is a female chicken, which is a woman chicken. And this chicken, you get to brutally massacre as you wait for the car to run over them. Can you believe the dangerous things that they've done in this game to allow females to be brutalized by cars in such an early version of the game, of the video games? So sad. I can't believe it. This should be full off the shelves from all retails that sell past games, because this is against women. Moving on to the last video game I'm going to show. This comes from the IBM PC. Also worked on the XT and the Atari AT. At least I think it was an Atari. No, that was the ST. Sorry, my bad. But anyways, DOS. Jeopardy Collection. That's right. In this game, you only get to play as a man. You only get to play against females in the game. I know. I did the research. And in this game, you get to embarrass all the female characters of the game because you are smarter than them. Therefore, making this game against women and proving that the men are the smarter sex. And therefore, making the game evil because it's against women. Since you're not allowed to choose a woman character, because the game will not let you win if you choose one, you have to choose a male character, and then it activates super easy mode and turns all the women into, I hate to use the phrase, dumb blondes, but that's what Anita and all the other feminazis would say. Therefore, making Jeopardy a game that's hypocritical about trying to prove equality against the smartness of others. This game is pure evilness. I know, I did research, and this game is against women. Final one. Tank Girl. In this comic, Tank Girl gets kidnapped by a guy who's in love with her, therefore making her an item, because now her friends have to figure out where she is, try to save her, even though she... No, can't say that she saves herself, that begins the whole purpose of this. Then, everybody else in the comic book happens to be a man. That's right, because there can't be... sorry, I can't say that. Because they're all men, and therefore they're all against her and trying to prove the fact that one lone woman can be a comic book hero because it is against the feminazi rule. Well, that's all the video games and comics I decided to pull up because I didn't want to make this video too long. It's going too long! Breathe. Okay, for any of these games I've just mentioned, yes, the feminazis would honestly complain about them like that. Because they hate everything that remotely even makes women look bad, even though they make women look bad because they're making a stereotypical thing that all women are idiots and can't accept anything in life the way it is now, even though they've achieved equality and they are... I'm just rambling on. So, yes, as you can see, this is how they were able to pull Grand Theft Auto 5 off the shelves. Because you have several of the women... And then you have the other women who's like, oh, it's such a sad story. Oh, you're a feminist, so it has to be true. Sign. And therefore, the games are pulled off the shelf because real research is not even done. Just, yeah, I completely... Well, I didn't make up a lot of it. I just kind of like blew it out of proportion of what the original thing was about the game. Doing exactly how anti-feminist gamers, or pop culture analysts, critics, that does it for a living and somehow makes millions of dollars now, when she was going to use it for a ton of videos and only made like 3. Can you feel I'm a little bottled up about stupidness. So, yeah, truly out there, that's what's been going on. The only thing I have to say is all of you idiots that are threatening these women, I agree 100% with everybody I've watched. Don't do that. That will set our thing back. So far back that we will lose the fight that we are trying to fight of, which is equality and the understanding of media. Just because people right now hate video games does not mean they have the right to take away our video games. You know, back in, I think it was the 50s, people hated comic books and they censored the crap out of comic books until the 90s. Before we could finally actually have the Walking Dead comics and other comics that did things like that were against the comic code. I mean, really, unfortunately, that's the media that idiots have chosen to attack. And soon, after they censor all video games, even more so than they have, then they'll attack movies. Then they'll attack books. Oh wait, that's right, they can't attack books because they lose their 50 Shades of Grey, their Twilight, and all the other books that are stupidly more raunchy than half the video games we play. But you know, that's just how it is. So, yes, please understand, do not threaten these people. We need to actually, you know, do what we're trying to do, which is prove the point to the leaders of the country, to these idiots that are trying to push stupid things like this. Because let's face it, there are feminists out there who are 100% against these feminists because they know that this is ridiculous. You can't attack one media if you're going to let the other media say it because you happen to love that book. So therefore, you don't want to attack books. You want to leave the books alone. You can't do that. If you're going to attack one media, you have to attack all media at the same time instead of picking one media. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I just had to have fun with it and show exactly what's going on and how they're doing this. And for all of you people out there that are agreeing with them, especially you moms, your Harry Potter moms, for all of you that don't understand that, those are the moms that decided Harry Potter were teaching kids witchcraft in school, so they tried to pull the Harry Potter books out of school. For all of you Harry Potter moms or Disney moms, just look that up, you'll understand later. If you blindly jump off the cliff with the cliff jumper and have no idea what you're actually going into, it's your fault when you look like an idiot on the internet or in society. Please do your research. Actually watch both sides of the argument before you decided to choose one argument just because you're like, oh, I hate that game. I've heard it's so bad. You can't do that. Seriously, use your brains. Moms are smart. Why are you women being so stupid right now to agree with feminazis that don't even research the game? They only research the 2% and say this game is bad. You saw everything I just did right here. I could easily pick up any of these games. I could talk a little bit more. Okay, except for this one. This one just is evil. And I could pick up any game and talk about how it is against women. Literally. I even brought in this game right here. And if I was a feminist, just because I was claiming to be a feminist, you would 100% jump on the bandwagon to ban this game right here. Or this game right here, for exactly what I just talked about them. Because you don't have your own brains or point of view, because all you see is feminist against video game. Grand Theft Auto. And you instantly just go, oh, yes, sign. I did something good for the world today. Please stop that. I'm begging you. Honestly. Use your brains and actually do research on the game. Because, did you know that I was lying about this game? You can play as a man in this game. That's right, a man. Also in Jeopardy, you know that if you select a woman, you can still win the game. It is, you know, there's no like easy mode unlock when you select a guy. I was lying. I was being a feminazi about it. So please, in all honesty, do your research before you decide to join them. Because there was just, a good example I'll leave you guys with is this. If any of you have actually watched The Rocketeer, great film. I loved it. It was just a fantastic film. You have the mafia guys who are working for this one gent. And at the end, when the mafia finds out that he's a Nazi, he doesn't give a crap. He instantly starts fighting with the cops, which is against the mafia's code, unless it's going to, But anyway, he starts fighting with the cops because he didn't realize that what he had gotten himself into was 100% anti-American back in that day and today. You know what I'm saying about that. And to help make redemption for it, he decided, okay, we're going to fight and we're going to save our country. It has happened many times before, a lot of stories, and in real life. Know what you're getting involved before you start making fun of it. So that's what my whole point of view is on this whole stupid, hypocritical attack on media nonsense over there in Australia. I can't believe this really happened. I just want to say thank you, Alpha Mega Sin, Rich from Review Tech USA, and everybody else I was watching for the information and how you guys were able to make it fun to watch and you made me laugh. So thank you guys, definitely. And yes, please leave any comments below. Just put them down there. Is there a game that you would like to overanalyze and make it into a feminist issue as well? Please make a paragraph about it. I love to read your point of view when you pull out, anything and just make fun of it. I don't care. That's the point about the comments. You're supposed to have fun with them. You're not supposed to try and threaten people. So, yes. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Anita Sarkeesian, ciao and sayonara.